The ocean is home to countless harmless creatures that pose little threat to other marine life, and even less to humans. But lurking beneath the surface are others we should all be cautious of. Some toy with their prey before striking. Others are armed with deadly venom and razor-sharp spines, and a few are powerful enough to sink entire ships. In this video, we're diving into the world of the ocean's most dangerous animals and the incredible ways they unleash their power. Let's dive in. Bull shark. When we talk about dangerous sharks, the first thing that comes to mind is the great white shark, as is customary due to the shark's image in pop culture. No one can dismiss the fact that the great white shark is extremely dangerous. Still, scientists believe that the bull shark is much more dangerous. It's one of the most aggressive species of shark, capable of attacking with no reason. If the bull shark doesn't like something, it'll attack instantly. It has 350 sharp teeth, one of the strongest bites in the world, considerable size, and a perpetually bad mood. This is truly a deadly combination that literally everyone in the ocean can experience. The sea bull has no natural enemies, although orcas and people on ships pose a threat to bull sharks. But everything's not limited to the ocean. The bull shark feels great in freshwater as well. It often swims through the rapids of rivers and ends up with river dwellers, which it also hunts. It can even attack hippos, which gives you an idea of how reckless and dangerous it is. Sperm whale. Talking about the sperm whale, yes, the sperm whale is a real giant. These animals grow up to 66 feet in length and weigh 40 to 50 tons. Still, it's hard to believe that sperm whales are capable of sinking a ship. However, it is so, and history knows many such cases. The most famous occurred in 1820 when a sperm whale attacked and sank the whaling ship called Essex. The surviving crew members waited several months for help. This story inspired Herman Melville to write his novel Moby Dick. Sperm whales are dangerous, not only to people on boats. A wounded sperm whale may also pounce on a human in the water. Still, the sperm whale's main target is whaling vessels. Sperm whales love cephalopods and fish, and they should be more careful. The sperm whale can easily devour even the giant squid, which can be 50 feet long, let alone small squid and fish. Orca. If we talk about the most dangerous animal in the ocean, it would probably be the orca. There are many reasons for this. First, orcas are very large, and in this case, size matters. These whales, officially called killer whales, grow up to 33 feet in length and weigh about 8 tons. Secondly, orcas are top predators. Thirdly, they have a high level of intelligence. Fourthly, they have 5.1-inch long teeth with which they mercilessly tear their prey apart. One can become prey because the orca is a top-notch predator that literally has no enemies. Only sperm whales can compete with killer whales, and not always. Orcas are extremely confident in attacking whales, fighting with whole shark shivers, and killing seals. They have a special attitude towards seals. Orcas not only hunt and eat seals, but they do it mockingly. They can throw a helpless seal in the air, mock how it flounders on the ice, and even swim out to the shore, grab a seal, beat it in front of its congeners, and then eat it on the spot. Orcas even hunt birds, but mostly in dolphinariums. Orcas can deal with humans too, but surprisingly, this has never happened in the wild. Orcas are not afraid of people, but they don't hurt them either. These giants can even swim with a person, but things change in dolphinariums. In captivity, these giants often go crazy and may try to kill a trainer or even a careless spectator. Also, killer whales often ram people's boats and ships, causing considerable damage. The orca has a special dislike for ships, and it doesn't just attack them. Sometimes it literally sinks them. Red lionfish. To be dangerous, ocean creatures do not need to have hundreds of sharp teeth, weigh several tons, and be large predators. The red lionfish clearly demonstrates this. It's not very big, but also not the smallest fish, with a maximum length of about 18 inches. At the same time, this is a very beautiful fish that many would want to follow on a snorkeling trip. But don't do this because it's very dangerous. The red lionfish is a predator that can easily swallow fish up to 2/3 of its own length. It's also dangerous for humans, as these creatures are equipped with insidious venomous spines. The prick of the red lionfish is very painful and potentially extremely dangerous. The sharp pain is followed by deterioration, which, in the absence of an antidote, ends in paralysis of the skeletal and respiratory muscles, potentially causing death. Barracuda. But there are fish in the world that are not afraid of the red lionfish. For example, barracudas. These reckless creatures pounce on the red lionfish and often win their fights. In general, barracudas are very aggressive and cruel creatures. Remember how the barracuda killed coral and the eggs in the animated movie Finding Nemo? It was because of the barracuda attack that Marlin had to raise the surviving Nemo by himself. It happens all the time in real life too. Barracudas feed on small fish, squids, and shrimp. Larger barracudas usually hunt singly, while smaller ones hunt in groups. They attack at high speed, snatching chunks of flesh with powerful jaws while on the move. Barracudas attack not only the characters of Finding Nemo, but also people, and often do it for no apparent reason. A barracuda might just swim up to the side of a human and bite them. But in reality, wounded barracudas confuse a person with a swimming fish and begin to hunt. It's a poor consolation, considering that a barracuda's sharp teeth can easily damage the arteries and veins of limbs. Triggerfish. Triggerfish, like the red lionfish you're already familiar with, are very beautiful fish. The lower part of the body is decorated with spots or stripes, while the fins and mouth are colored in bright, contrasting colors, and the overall coloration is very striking. Triggerfish look attractive and exotic, so they can easily attract the attention of divers and swimmers. However, I would advise staying away from these fish. They are real killers. They eat lobsters by the dozen, and their teeth are adapted to gnaw and bite through the tough shells of sea urchins and clams. But it's not so much their teeth that are dangerous for humans as the spines hidden inside their fins. If necessary, the triggerfish can release these spines, and their prick is extremely painful. Stonefish. The stonefish is another spiny fish, but its sting is much scarier and more dangerous. Also known as the reef stonefish, it's considered the most venomous fish on the planet. It burrows into the sand or silt, disguises itself as a rock, and quietly waits for prey. When it senses a threat, it raises its barbed spines on its back and releases a potent toxin. The venom causes extreme pain and can also lead to shock, paralysis, and tissue death. The spines are so sharp and strong that they can even penetrate through shoes. The deeper the penetration, the more likely death is, which can occur in a couple of hours. Even if the penetration is not particularly deep, the effects of the toxic mixture will take a long time to heal from. Portuguese Man O War. The Portuguese Man O War looks like a jellyfish, but is actually a colony of polyps and jellyfish. It may appear small, about 12 inches long, but its tentacles can be even longer than a blue whale, up to 164 feet. These tentacles are venomous and can cause severe pain and discomfort to anyone who comes into contact with them. The sting of a Portuguese Man O War is akin to a severe burn, and it can potentially be fatal. Stinging cells on the tentacles remain active for weeks after the creature is washed ashore, making them dangerous, even when seemingly harmless on the beach. Blue-ringed octopus. Not all octopuses are as large as they are usually depicted in movies. The blue-ringed octopus is a tiny creature, only about 2 inches long, weighing no more than 3.5 ounces, with tentacles not exceeding 4 inches in length. However, don't underestimate this small predator. It's considered one of the most dangerous inhabitants of the world's oceans. It's a highly venomous predator, and its venom is deadly to its prey, including large crabs, shrimps, and fish. For humans, the venom is extremely dangerous, with death possible within 15 minutes, as there is no known antidote to the blue-ringed octopus's venom. It's important not to pick up these octopuses, as their beautiful appearance can cost lives. Sea snakes. There aren't many creatures in the ocean that can surpass the blue-ringed octopus in venomousness, but sea snakes are clearly among them. These oceanic reptiles are much more dangerous than most of their land-based relatives. Among sea snakes, you can find real monsters. For example, the Dubois sea snake or the Belcher's sea snake. It can be said that even such legendary monsters as the king cobra, the black mamba, the viper, or the rattlesnake are not venomous at all compared to these living stores of toxins. However, sea snakes rarely bite humans. They primarily use their venom for hunting and self-defense. But if necessary, these snakes can defend themselves against humans, and their bite will not be harmless. If the necessary measures are not taken quickly, a person can die rather rapidly. That's all for today. Guys, which marine animal do you think is the most dangerous in the world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.